Artho, Arthati, Jigyashu Geni. Why they are grading? They are grading also due to pious activities. Little pious activities Artho. Arthati more pious activities. Jigyashu more pious activities. Maximum pious activities, Geni. So we read up to that. Wise, Bhagavad Gita said, among the four, Teshang Geni Nitya Yukta Eka Bhakti Vishesh. Among this, Geni is the topmost. Now, here another powerful. Just see, you may think of a very simple chapter. Simple chapter, just imagine, we are here to become devotee. What is the eligibility to become devotee? The wise man he had eligibility to become wise. Without being elevated to the question of Geni or wise, no one can stick to the principle of worshipping the Supreme Personal Godhead. Another powerful point. For becoming devotee, why we should be wise? It is not that wise in the matter of doctor, engineer, barrister, chartered accountant, not in that connection. Wise means we should know about God. Why? Otherwise, who are less intelligent or those whose intelligence has been taken away by the spell of Maya are attached to different demigods on account of the influence of mode of nature. That is the problem. Bhagavad Gita said, Tad bhavati alpamedasha. Devan devo dasanti. Mad bhakta. Those are alpamedasha, less intelligent. They will attract to demigod worship. The wise man is who has thoroughly understood that the spirit, that he is a spirit soul and not simply a body.
Vi må bare springe i telefonen. Låt oss prata med telefonen.
Who is this? Priya. Who is Priya? If you speak, you should mute yourself, then you can speak. The wise man is he who has thoroughly understood that he is a spirit soul and not simply a body. Because he realizes that he is a spirit and that Krishna is the supreme spirit. He knows that his intimate relationship should be with Krishna, not with this body. That is knowledge. Knowledge again is the part. It is not that material knowledge. That is why there is a Jejan Krishna was a Shavarat Chotu. Only intelligent person can worship Krishna. So what is the intelligence? Intelligence, we should know we are not this body, we are this soul. That knowledge should be there. The distaste and the man in want of money, distaste means artho, need of arthati, are in material concept of life because distaste and need of money, artha and arthati, are both in relationship with the body. Why they are artha? Oh Lord, please save my body. I am suffering from cancer. Arthati, I don't have any money. I want this money. So why? What they want? Material. Both are artha and arthati, both relationship body. And one who is inquisitive may be a little above the distaste. And the man is in need of money, but still he is on the material plant. Those who are inquisitive, Jigyashu, they are also in material plant. Because he is not yet confirmed. He is the body. He is the soul. But a wise man who seeks Krishna knows perfectly well that he is a spirit soul or Brahma. And that Krishna is the supreme spirit soul. Or Param Brahma. He knows that the spirit soul, being subordinate and finite, should always dovetail himself with the infinite and supreme soul Krishna. That is the relationship of wise man with Krishna. So nice, nice explanation. I think it is clear what is the qualification to become devotee. At least we should come in the platform we are not this body. It can be concluded that a person who is freed from the bodily concept of life is an eligible candidate of pure devotional service. This is the answer. I hope it is clear. What is the conclusion? Who can become devotee? Who is free from the concept of I am this body. That means he understood I am this. It is also confirmed in Bhagavad Gita that after Brahma realization, when one is freed from material anxieties and can see every living entity on an equal level, he is eligible to enter into the devotional service. As has been stated before, there are three kinds of happiness. In first chapter, Chandrananda Visheshatma, three types of Bhautik Shuk, Brahmananda, Jara Shuk, Brahmananda, Premananda. Material happiness, spiritual and devotional. Material, spiritual means Brahmananda and devotional. Shivananda, Premananda. Devotional service and the happiness due to execution and due to its execution are not possible so long as one is materially affected. One is materially affected, he cannot perform devotional service. If someone has desire for material enjoyment or for becoming one with the Supreme, these are both considered material concepts. Three things. Bhakti, Mukti, gaining. Guru Goswami said, Bhakti, Mukti, Pishasi, Javat Riti Vartate. As long as the desire of material happiness and for merge with the impersonal Brahma, as long as these two concepts are in the heart, there is no question of developing devotional service. Bhakti, Mukti, Pishachi, Javat, Riti Vartate. If someone has desire for material enjoyment or for becoming one with the Supreme, these are both considered material concepts. Because the impersonalist cannot appreciate the spiritual happiness of association and the exchange of loving affairs with the Supreme Person Godhead. Their ultimate goal is to become one with the Lord. This concept is simply an extension of material idea. I want to become with the Lord. It is not a spiritual actually. The extension of material idea. I want to become happy. Well, more happy if you want with the God. In the material world, everyone is trying to be topmost head man amongst all his fellow men or neighbors. Either communally, socially, or nationally. Everyone is competing to be greater than all others in the material concept of life. This greatness can be extended to be unlimited, so that one actually wants to become one with the greatest of all, the Supreme Lord. This is also a material concept, although maybe a little more advanced. However, the perfect spiritual concept of life is complete knowledge of one's constitutional position. And thus, one knows enough to dovetail himself in the transcendental loving service of Krishna. You may have heard this name. You have heard dovetail, to attached. You have not do anything. When if you want to go to America, just enter into the flight, you'll automatically go. You have not do anything. Just connect it with the flight. Dovetail. Thus, one knows enough to dovetail himself in the transcendental loving service of the Lord. One must know that he is finite and that the Lord is infinite. Thus, it is not possible to actually become one with the Lord, even if one aspires for this. This is simply not possible. So if we know we are very minded, Lord is great. So it is not possible to become one with Him. Therefore, anyone who has any desire or aspiration for satisfying his senses by becoming more and more important, either in the material sense or in the spiritual sense, cannot actually relish the really sweet taste of devotional service. Only usually pleasure in service. Sri Rupa Goswami has therefore compared possessing this bhakti and mukti desires with being influenced by the black art of a witch. Is Sanskrit called Pishachi. Bhakti mukti Pishachi Javadriti. That is why Pishachi. Why it is called Pishachi? Bhakti and mukti desire to become happy materially and one with Lord is called Pishachi. Why? What is the purpose of Pishachi? Black art or witch. Black art of witch. What is that? They sucks blood. Another place in the song. পিশাচি পাইলে যেন মতিচ্ছন্ন হয় মায়াগ্রস্ত লোকের হয় সেভাবে. So in both cases, one is in trouble. When Pishachi, normally Pishachi means haunted by a ghost. If someone has material desire, either sense gratification or one with the Lord, that means is haunted by ghost. Bhakti means material enjoyment and mukti means just bhakti and bhakti don't mix together. Bhakti and bhakti is a bhakti. Bhakti what comes of bhog, enjoyment. Those who want to enjoy, they call bhakti. Those who want to serve, they call bhakti. Bhakti and bhakti completely opposite. Bhakti means material sense, those who want to bhog. Bhakti means material enjoyment. And mukti means to become free from material enjoyment and to become one with the Lord. These desires are compared to being haunted by ghosts and wishes. Because while these aspirations for material enjoyment or spiritual oneness with the Supreme remain, no one can relish the actual transcendental taste of devotional service. A pure devotee never cares for liberation. Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu prayed to Krishna, my dear son of man, I do not want any material happiness in the shape of many followers, no dhanam, no janam, not in immense opulence in wealth, no dhanam, nor any beautiful wife, Sundari Kavita, nor do I want cessation of material existence. What is that? Who is that line? No dhanam, no janam, no Sundarim Kavita. Here, no dhanam means no immense material abundances. No janam means no follow. No Sundarim Kavita means beautiful. Now, what is, nor do I want cessation of material existence. What is that? Janmani, Janmani. I can come life after life. I don't want cessation. I don't want liberation. Mamo Janmani, Janmani. I may come life after life. No cessation. That means no merging with you. I may take bath many times, one after another. But what I pray from you is that my devotion unto you may always remain unflinching. Janmani Janmani Share Bhavatat Bhakti Ahituki Ahituki Apratihata. Ahituki. Without motivation, Apratihata. Without interruption. Unflinching. The attention of a pure devotee is so much attracted to glorification of the Master. The attention of a pure devotee is so much. The attention of a pure devotee is so much attracted to glorification of the pastimes, name, qualities, form, etc. of the Lord that the devotee does not care for mukti. Devotees are so happy in glorifying Krishna's pastimes, chanting Krishna's name, seeing the pity of Lord. They don't care for liberation. Sri Billamangal Thakur has said, if I am engaged in devotional service unto you, my dear Lord, then very easily can I perceive your presence everywhere. And as far as liberation is concerned, I think liberation stands at my door with folded hands, waiting to serve me. Very nice prayer by Billamangal Thakur. Oh Lord, when is serving? Serving means, when I serve you, what does it mean? When I serving Lord, where will you remain? In the room with the Lord. You are massaging the foot of the Lord. Where are you staying? You are inside the Lord. Maybe in the same bed. If you are giving massage to Krishna, where will you? In the bed. Can liberation come there? Has liberation any those who want, like, if anyone want to become king, will king say, okay, you come in my room, will allow him? But who want to serve, he can come. So liberation cannot enter. Liberation always stands outside the door. Just imagine, scenery is like that. In the room, there is king. One devotee, one person is coming to the room. I want to serve. And liberation can go, oh, I want to give you liberation. And you come, you are like, no, I don't want liberation. I want to serve. No, I am. When you entering into the room, liberation cannot enter inside the room. He will wait outside the room. And outside the room, he will always say, sir, I am waiting outside. If you are frustrated there, if you want liberation, I am always here. With folded hand, he will pray. So that is the situation of the devotee. So for the devotees, liberation stands outside the door with folded hand. Billamangal Thakur said, my dear Lord, you very easily can I perceive your presence everywhere. As far as liberation is concerned, I think liberation stands at my door with folded hands, waiting to serve me. Liberation is waiting outside to serve. To pure devotees, therefore, liberation. What is the line? Mukti. Swayam mukulatanjali shivote asman. Kala samaya pratiksha. Mukti swayam mukulita anjali. Mukulita anjali folded hand. Shivote asman. Kala samaya pratiksha. Samaya pratiksha. Just waiting. Oh, when that devotee will order me, okay, give me liberation. To pure devotees, therefore, liberation and spiritual emancipation are not very important things. In this connection, now see the technique of Srila Prabhupada. Prabhupada has presented philosophy. What is point? What is the eligibility devotion? Then he give logic. Now he is giving proof from the scripture. In this connection, in the third canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, chapter 25, verse 23, Kobildev has advised his mother Devavati as follows. My dear mother, my pure devotees are charmed by seeing my different forms, the beauty of my face, the structure of my body, so enchanting, my laughing, my pastimes, my glance appear to them so beautiful that their minds are always absorbed in my thoughts of me, and their lives are dedicated fully unto me. Although such people do not desire any kind of liberation or any kind of material happiness, still I give them a place amongst my associates in the supreme abode. Devotee never want. Like, you want to be a driver of the king. You are a good driver. You are driving and going to home. So the king said, don't go to home. Again, stay in my room because I may go anytime. Why I call you and I'm coming, you can remain in my next room. So he has not to tell, oh, okay, give one room. It is king's responsibility to keep him. He does not want to stay with the king. But king will say, okay, stay. Devotee's case is like that. Devotee don't want to stay there. Shamippo, Shalokko. That is why they have said, Diyomanam nagrinantim bina matshavanam jana. Diyomanam. Lord will say, okay, you can stay in my room. Stay with me. Can you go with me? Shamippo. Can you stay in my house? Shalokko. The devotee will ask, yes. If you have given a service, then I will stay. If you have done no service, then I don't want to disturb you. So if Lord want to give you liberation, devotee will ask question, Lord, okay, Lord, I don't have any problem to stay with you, but is there any chance to serve you? If there is no service, then I know. Diyomanam nagrinam bina matshavanam. This evidence from Srimad Bhagavatam gives assurance to the pure devotee of being elevated to the association of the Supreme Personal Godhead. Srila Rupa Goswami remarks in this connection that one who is actually attracted by the beauty of the lotus feet of Sri Krishna or his service and who is hurt by such attraction is always full with transcendental bliss will naturally never aspire after the liberation which is so valuable to the impersonalists. The liberation is so valuable for the impersonalist, but devotee will never aspire for it. A similar passage is also there in 3rd canto, 15th chapter of the same book. While Uddhav addresses Lord Krishna and says, my dear Lord, for persons who are engaged in the transcendental loving service, there is nothing worth obtaining from religiousness, economic development, sense gratification, and liberation. Although happiness from these different sources can be very easily had by them. In spite of such facilities, my dear Lord, I do not aspire to achieve any such result. My only prayer is that I may have unflinching faith and devotion unto your lotus. A similar passage appears in the third canto, 25th chapter, 31st verse, wherein Govinda instructs his mother and says, "My dear mother, devotees whose hearts are always filled in the service of my lotus feet, and who are prepared to do anything for my satisfaction, easily, especially those who assemble together to understand my qualities, pastimes, and thought, and thus glorify me congregationally and derive transcendental pleasure therefrom. Such fortunate devotee never desire to become one with me, and not to speak of becoming one with me." If they are offered a post like mine in my abode, or opulence like me, or even personal assistance, association with me with similar bodily features, they refuse to accept because they are satisfied simply by being engaged in my devotional service. In the Srimad Bhagavatam, 4th canto, 9th chapter, 10th verse, King Dhruva says, "My dear Lord, the transcendental pleasure derived by meditation upon your lotus feet, which is enjoyed by the pure devotees, cannot be approached by the transcendental pleasure derived by the impersonal wishes through self-realization. So how can the fruitive workers who at most can aspire to promote to the higher heavenly planets understand you? And how can they be described and enjoying a happiness similar to the devotee's happiness?" So this chapter is not so difficult, but very nice. Very nice to understand. If we don't read so slowly like this, we'll miss so many nice parts. Keep patience. Don't think, oh, we are class 1 student. For reading one page, we have to half an hour. No, we are not class 1. We are more than PhD. But if you get a good thing, you want to relish it. If you have gulab jamun, those who cannot understand the taste, they deglute. But you really get the taste, you will eat slowly. So, it is our not target to finish this book. Just relish this book. What Srila Prabhupada is nectar of devotion. Hare Krishna. I don't think. Okay, Varunath.
Hare Krishna Maharaj, Dandavat Pranam. There was a line that pure devotees, for them, liberation and spiritual emancipation is not important. I understand liberation. What is spiritual emancipation?
What is the emancipation? You know, what is the...
Yeah, emancipation is also getting free, right? That is also kind of liberation only. So I got confused. What's the difference between these two?
There is no difference. Just to emphasize this point.
Okay. Thank you.
Sometimes Prabhupada to give more importance of that statement. Like people may think to become like that, spiritualist. Yes, they are spiritualists. Those who are aspiring for liberation, they are spiritualists. But they are not devotees. We are not their material platform. They want to become liberated. Those who know, I am not this body, I am soul. That is spiritual person. The spiritual person can understand, I am not this body, I am soul. More higher, they can understand also, I am not in this soul, there is super soul also there. Those are more higher, not only super soul, Krishna is there. I have to serve him. The three levels, both are spiritualists. Those who are worshipping Brahma, those are Paramatma, they are also spiritualists. But not, the devotees are also spiritualists, but not the same level. Okay. I think there is no more question. Thank you very much. Nectar Shanti. Jagat Krishna.
কৃষ্ণ মহারাজ দণ্ডবোধ প্রণাম আপনার শ্রীচরণ।
Hare Krishna Maharaj Ji, Dhanavad Pranam.
Hare Krishna Maharaj, Dhanavad Pranam.
দণ্ডবোধ।